ambitious goals para if you fall short, you're still pretty good. Hi everyone, it's Charm again and welcome back to my channel where we talk about personal finance, entrepreneurship, and adulting how-tos. So I made a video last year wherein I reviewed my 2020 goals and shared my 2021 goals with you guys. So I decided to make that into a tradition. So here I am with my 2021 goals review and let's make some 2022 goals. So to be honest, I know that this video is quite late. It's already towards the end of January. And honestly, it's because my disposition wasn't really there when the new year came along. So if you guys didn't know, I mentioned in my previous video that I live in Cebu and we got hit by Odette, so we didn't really have electricity for a whole month. So it's pretty hard to produce content or even think about the future really. You're just really thinking about like day to day. And also, if you hear that my nose is quite stuffy and I'm medyo paos, it's because I got the Rona. So it's the first time I got it in like over 2 years that it's been here. So yeah, this variant really is quite intense, guys. So be very vigilant, wear your mask. Thankfully, I have very mild symptoms because I had full vaccination and boosters. But especially if you are not vaccinated yet, then please head on to your nearest vaccination centers. So yeah, needless to say, I've had a lot of time to think about this year, about my future, about life in general this past like month and a half. It's not the best start of my year, but I'm a very optimistic person and I believe that, you know, it's gonna get better. So I like looking forward, and it's actually the reason why I really like setting goals. So if you haven't seen last year's video, I urge you to watch that because I actually broke down there the SMART method or the SMART method of making goals. So I know that a lot of people don't like making goals because hindi naman nila natutupad, or they believe that setting up systems is much better than setting up goals. But I believe that they really go hand in hand. A goal kasi is parang your destination, right? So of course, we want to get somewhere. We want to know where we want to go. But the process of getting there is your system. It's your roadmap. So it's really useful to have both. And I believe that making SMART goals actually hits two birds with one stone. So make sure to check that out. Let's see where we are of my 2021 goals. And then I'll tell you guys what my goals are for this year. So without further ado, let's start this video. So again, I section my goals into 4 parts. First is my personal goals. Second is my business goals. Third is my finance goals. And fourth is usually my side hustle goals. But for this year, I'm going to change this into content creation. So for my 2021 goals, I have my 2021 planner here. So to start with my personal goals, my first goal was to not be tardy, or at least train myself to not be tardy anymore. Even like to Zoom meetings, physical meetings, lahat. We did a penalty thing and it really worked because I also tracked how many times I have been late. And I have been late a total of 10 times for the whole year. If you know me, that is pretty good. And that's including lates, no, parang 1 minute lang ha. Yeah, the penalty was every 3 lates, I have to buy him something. And I think I've been really good with this year. So I'm just gonna continue on this trajectory. Organizing with Google Calendar and Notion and all of that really helped me stick to this goal. So for 2022, of course, I'm using my Ready2Adult planner. So I actually included a goal setting page here for you guys. So I know that you guys are very excited to get your hands on these, but konting tiis na lang, guys. I'm so sorry for all the delays because of the shipping delays because of the typhoon. But yeah, I'm sure you guys get it. There's a goal spread page here. And honestly, I have quite a lot of goals this year, but I don't have a goal paired with tardiness anymore. I hope that I graduated from that already. So let's go back to my 2021 goals for books. I wanted to read 6 books. I'm happy to report, but also not so happy. I didn't get to 6 books. I almost did, but I got to 5 books. And honestly, like, 2.5 of those books were read during the brownout. You know, there's not much entertainment, there's no internet, so I got to read. If you're curious which books I read, I want to share it to you guys. I read How to Win Friends and Influence People, Show Your Work, Elon Musk, Animal Farm, and I read Watchmen, which I'll be reviewing for Fiction Friends. So I'm very excited to guest over at Fiction Friends podcast, so make sure to watch out for that episode. So for this year, I want to read another 6 books. So really setting the bar low. Yeah, let's just set the bar at 6 books again. So last goal ko sa 2021 for the personal part is run once a week, and I'm so sad to report that I did not run once a week. I barely worked out last year, which is why I needed to do that 1 week of working out. If you haven't seen that video, I will link that up here. But I ran a total of like 6 times last year. 6 times. I did do other workouts, but the goal was to run once a week, and I didn't do that. So for this year, my fitness goal is to get to 105 pounds. And I know what you guys are thinking. I'm already very small. I'm currently at 114 pounds, but I just have some unwanted lower ab area. I'm sure girls can relate, but I don't want to be ultra skinny, or I want to be lean actually. I want to be stronger, and I want to look my best for my wedding. So which brings us to my other goal for 2022, get married. So I want to get married, of course, but I want to fit it within the budget that I allocated for. So we set a budget of 700,000 for our wedding, and I know it's a lot, but we're having a medium-sized wedding. We're hoping that the Rona will be gone by then, and I'll make a separate video on all the things that we spent on for our wedding to see if I got into the budget or not. So make sure to subscribe for that and watch out for that video. Yeah, very excited about that. So stay tuned if pasok ba sa budget for that, okay? So next goal of mine is to get Jet a wedding gift. So secret na lang muna what I plan to get him. You guys will know soon eventually, and the videos and everything like that. But yeah, I'm planning to save up for that as well. And then lastly is to take care of our estate planning. So my parents are like in their mid-60s, and I know that's not so old yet, but they were very proactive in thinking about their estate, and you know, hindi kami mag-aaway-away magkakapatid when they pass on. But basically, I want to take care of all of that, all of the legalities, talk to our attorneys and all of that. So if you have parents also who are unsure of what they will do with their properties, with their estate and all of that, then I really suggest estate planning. I really want to make a video on that in the future, so make sure to watch out for that. I know it's a very taboo topic. I'm sure that most parents will think na pinagpeperahan nyo lang sila, or that you want them to die soon so that you can get their stuff, but it's not really that. It's going to be much harder for you guys if you don't prepare. And the tendency is, if you're not prepared, if you don't have enough cash to pay for, you know, the transferring and all of that, the government's most likely gonna get everything, and sayang naman, diba? Or you don't want the money to be tied down in the bank because you're not prepared. So do your estate planning, everyone. Okay, now we're done with my personal goals. Let's talk about my business goals. So again, we have closed door strategic planning for all of my businesses, but I just want to give you guys an overview. So in my 2021 goals, I mentioned that for my businesses, so Mercado, District Events, and Dual Story, we wanted to restore what we were before the pandemic. For the most parts, we did get to do that. Of course, Supermercado was harshly ravaged by Typhoon Odette. But 1 month after, we actually got back up our feet. And today is our first day opening back to the public again. So I'm very excited about that. All our venues, SM Sky Park, CBP, IT Park, and Street Food in Ayala were all open. So make sure to visit us if you are from Cebu. For 2022, for Supermercado, we want to grow. We still want to get back to where we were before the pandemic because, of course, the typhoon really set us back. But yeah, I really believe that this year we can grow the business again, especially that we opened 2 new branches. And for Dual Story, we're also planning to grow that. For district events, we're planning to take a break. Me and my partner Ruby has been really busy with other stuff. We're both getting married this year. We started multiple businesses after the pandemic. So yeah, we're planning to take a break. But of course, if opportunity presents itself that we can operate again in a small scale, then why not? I want to add one more thing. Tandem Studios, which will be the mother company of Ready2Adult Ph, the new Ready2Adult Ph. It's going to be a new business, and I hope to build that business this year and really hopefully grow it as well this year. So yeah, those are my business goals for 2022. Now let's move on to my financial goals for 2021 and 2022. For 2021, I said that I wanted to grow my investments, specifically get my PSE stock market to around 500k. So I got to that number naman. I think I surpassed it by just a little bit. So that is a success. For this year, I want to further diversify and grow an investment that I've been dabbling in the last 2 years, and that is cryptocurrency. So when I put out the video wherein I shared where I put all of my investments, you guys have been asking why I don't put more money in crypto and why am I only allocating like 5% to cryptocurrency. I've really been seeing cryptocurrency's potential the past 2 years, and especially when I made my crypto series, I've been really encouraged to put more money in my cryptocurrency portfolio. So for this year, that is my goal. So my goal this year is to get my cryptocurrency portfolio to at least 500,000 pesos. So hopefully I get there the same way I got my stock market portfolio to get to that number. So next financial goal for 2021, I said that I wanted to save 10,000 a month for our condo renovations, but I didn't get to do that. I only got to save around 5,000 pesos per month, and that mainly went to parang our monthly amortization. I just realized that I didn't really want to set aside separate money na for our condo investment. So Jet and I decided to just put the planned money for renovations and condo turnovers and everything to our stock market portfolio na lang. So yeah, that's why I didn't get to achieve that goal. For 2021 though, I want to put in the 10,000 pesos per month, but not necessarily in a savings account na. I want to continue putting that in our stock portfolio as well. And last finance goal for 2021 was to get to 2 million pesos of liquid assets and cash. So liquid assets, again, those are easily withdrawable assets, like 1 to 3 days lang. So like my stocks, emergency fund, funds, etc. So I got to my goal of 2 million pesos liquid assets or cash. For 2022, I plan to challenge myself and try to get to 4 million of liquid assets and cash. So it's quite ambitious. It's double what I've been saving like the past 5 years, 7 years of my work life. So let's see if I can get there. So to give you guys an idea then, around 90% of the liquid assets or cash are in investments and only around 10% are in banks. So yeah, I'm not hoarding like 2 million pesos in cash in my bank account. That's why I make it liquid assets and not necessarily like cash in bank yung goal ko. Okay, so lastly, let's talk about my 2021 side hustle goals and my 2022 content creation goals. So for my 2021 side hustle goals, my first goal was to put out a planner/book. And I'm so happy to report that she's here. Let's Adult Planner and Book is here. So I'm going to come out with a full video explaining why it's a book, how do you use it, and how you can fully utilize this tool. So it's an evergreen planner. It means that it's undated. So you can make it for your 2022, 2023, 2024, whatever. You can use it for as long as you want to use the planner. So yeah, I'm quite sad that I didn't get to put this out to you guys on time, like December sana, November, December, ganon. But yeah, I'm still extremely proud. I'm going to share to you guys the process because I mentioned in my last video that we started making this planner December of 2020, and up to today it's still not all in our hands yet. There were a lot of delays, and I really want to share that process. I didn't get to document everything, but I hope that I get to express how hard and how fulfilling it was at the same time. So for 2022, I hope to sell out the planner. We're coming out with 1,000 pieces for our first batch. Well, first batch. Hopefully, there's a second or third batch, diba? But, so it's quite ambitious to sell 1,000 planners without the glamour of Christmas gifts or New Year's resolutions anymore. But, yeah, I'm going to set that as a goal for our team this year. Okay, so for Ready2Adult Ph, my goal for 2021 was to get to 4 videos per month or around 48 videos a year. I didn't get there. I only got to 46 videos because the rest of the 2 weeks of 2021, I couldn't really produce or upload videos anymore. But yeah, I'm still pretty much happy with my 46 video. I'm very proud of that. I wanted to start a podcast and I kind of did. I filmed my first episode, but it's so hard not being able to film in person with people, and that's really what I wanted to do for my podcast. So we're just going to have to wait for this year for that. Here's a preview. It's going to be called Ready to Talk Podcast, and it's a podcast where we talk about other people's personal finances because the way I do things might not be how you want to do things, and I don't want my system to be like an exact pattern for you guys because that's not how personal finance works. So I want to expose you guys to other people's systems, other people's ways, and hopefully you get inspired by other people as well. So my third goal was to get to 10,000 followers on Instagram, and we got there. I think we closed the year at around 12,000 followers. So thank you so much for following me on Instagram. If you haven't already, follow us on Ready2Adult Ph on Instagram and De Leon Charmaine as well for my personal account. And lastly, I wanted to get to 100,000 subscribers for this YouTube channel, and we got there. We actually got to like 147,000 before the year ended. So, good job, team. I was so blown away because we got to 100,000 in August. I even mentioned in my previous video wherein I was so going to be happy with kahit 80,000 lang, diba? And that's why I set parang unrealistically high goals, because if I don't get to achieve them, then I'm pretty happy with a little bit lower than that, diba? So now let's talk about my 2020 goals for Charm De Leon, this channel. So if you're not familiar, hi, the channel changed its name to Charm De Leon already because we created another Ready2Adult Ph. Go ahead and subscribe to that. I wanted to produce 40 videos. So, dial back a little bit kasi it was kind of burning me out yung halos every week na video. And because we have a second channel now, I want my efforts to be there as well. So, 40 videos for this channel, 300,000 subscribers. For me to get there, I need to consistently upload, thus the 40 videos. But again, 300,000 is so ambitious. We're at 155,000 now. And that's almost double. I'm ambitious, guys. But again, if I fall short, if I get to 200, if I get to 220, 250, oh my gosh, I would be so happy already that we're growing this community. So last goal for Charm De Leon is to get to 3 million gross sales. So that's quite big as well. And I haven't done my promised video that I will do how much YouTube paid me for 2021. So that includes my affiliates, my sponsorships, my AdSense, my webinars and talks, and everything that content creation has given to me. So make sure to subscribe. That video is going to be very juicy because I don't see any Filipino content creators doing that video. But yeah, you guys know that we're very transparent over at this channel, so make sure to catch that. So yeah, going back to my 2022 goals, 3 million in gross sales is pretty big, and I say gross, so that's pre-tax pa, but it's pretty ambitious, and I really want to get there so that we can grow this team. If you guys didn't know, I already have like 3 people in the team, and since we're creating another channel, I'm also creating a separate team for that. So let's talk about the 2022 goals for Ready2Adult Ph. Again, subscribe to that channel if you haven't already. I want to produce at least 3 shows for that channel. So we have 3 concrete shows already that we want to do. And I really want to make those shows amazing. I hope that you guys love those shows. And I hope that we get to invite people that you really want to see, guest, and host those shows in that other channel. So next is to produce the podcast. So I will be putting the podcast Ready to Talk over on the Ready2Adult Ph YouTube channel. So it's going to be under that NAS. So that's my contribution for that channel. Again, I'm not going to be always in front of the camera anymore. So yeah, I'm very excited to be interviewing other people. I just hope that I can do it in person. Kasi iba talaga if it's just like Zoom or video call as compared to in person, talking to someone in real life. The dream. But yeah, for now, I'm here producing content in our home studio. So lastly, my goal for Ready2Adult Ph is to have 2 uploads per week. Again, that is so ambitious and I'm not even sure how or when we can start that because of all the delays, the typhoon and the surge again. So, but once we do get the ball rolling, I hope to be there twice a week for you guys. And lastly, let's move on from the metrics. Another 2021 goal I made for my side hustle is to make financial literacy modules, and I'm so happy that I actually did. I did 3 days of parang 3 or 4 hours per day na financial literacy modules, but what I want to do is to try to make Taglish and Bizless version for that so that I can use it for employees and our local companies here in Cebu. But again, medyo wishful thinking to be able to do in-person seminars this year, but you know, when it eventually comes, at least I'm ready. And yeah, those are all my goals for this year. I have some goal trackers here that I place just so I can keep track of where I am in my goal for the years. And yeah, those are my 2021 goals achievements. I achieved maybe like 1/3 of them, but again, ambitious goals para if you fall short, you're still pretty good. So that's why I'm still pretty happy where I am with my content creation, with my businesses. Even though it's been a struggle this past few months, I feel like it's still pretty amazing. And you know, I got engaged in 2021. I'm getting married. Adulting is real talaga. Grabe yung gastos ko this year. So that's why I'm really setting up high goals and expectations for myself in terms of personal revenue. So I hope that you guys got ideas or got inspired by this video, and I hope that we all pursue our goals for this year. That's all I wish for 2022 for you guys. I know it's quite late, but you know, malapit na yung Chinese New Year, so happy Chinese New Year everyone, and I hope that you guys have a happy and prosperous rest of 2022. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then please hit the thumbs up. It really does help out the channel a lot. Subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you get notified with all the other videos that I'll be coming up for this year. Again, I know that adulting can be hard, and that's why I make these videos for you guys. It's Charm, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next video.